Yeah, it's your boy, Gak Cognac, back with another video. So, I know I put out a poll and it came up to be pretty damn close. So I was like, y'all want a shit talking video or y'all want a pickup video or a collection video? And I think by only a couple extra votes, y'all picked a collection video. I know a lot of y'all been asking me about my Vita collection. So I don't have a crazy collection, but I have a decent size one. And you know what's even crazier? I got all these games you see right here in less than a year. About 90% of my Vita collection was built literally last year. Crazy. A lot of them came from big lots and all that stuff, and then I bought a lot of them from eBay before it all jumped up. So I kind of got in right before the whole rip came around. So I'm happy about that, man. So why don't y'all enjoy, blaze one up, hang out, do whatever you're gonna do, and enjoy this video coming. All right. All right. First of all, what you see right here are the PS Vita consoles. So, if you watched my videos last year, all these consoles, I picked up like a ton of them. It just kept coming. A lot of them I got for about 70 bucks a piece. I just kept flipping them until I found the right ones that I wanted that were in good condition. So every time I got one that was in better condition from the one before, I would swap it out with that one. And then later came this one right here, which was almost brand new. This lady just had it up and she posted up for 100 bucks. I believe I offered her 80 if I remember correctly, or maybe it was 120 and I offered her 100. Somewhere along the lines, 80 to 100, I don't remember. But I got this particular one right here. Bam. So how I started to build my whole collection for the Vita, all these games right here. Basically, I never really collected for the Vita. I only started collecting like collector's items, stuff like that you see, which I'll show you. So I was collecting a lot of collector's edition stuff that I would buy just because I was like, oh man, these are going to be rare later and hard to get. So let me get them. I never even owned the Vita at the time, but man, I guess yeah, last year was the time. So basically last year I got, well earlier, like a month ago, I actually found the box for this Vita because I always had this regular slim one loose, as y'all can see. And so now I got the two boxes for each, which is perfect. Loving it, man. I always want to have the boxes for my consoles because, you know, that's how collectors do. And then, bam, we found the PS TV. I probably found about 2 or 3 of those last year. So I kept one of them. I remember I bought one off the lot where the dude had like the 64 gig and this plus a controller for like 100 bucks. And just the memory card itself is worth $100. So it was crazy. Ended up selling that. And then I found another one for like 40 bucks on OfferUp. So I got it. So I sold those. I'm keeping this one. My 64 gig should be in one of these consoles right here. This particular one is actually the final one that I got. In best condition because the guy took care of it and is actually modded. So this one can play the regular games, this one can play the modded games, but that's that. Yeah, so that's my consoles. Don't want to get too much into it because y'all want to see the games. So after that, let's move on. Right here we have some of my cases that I got. I just decided to keep them because I don't know, they're cool to have. But the most holy grail one that I got is actually this one. This is the famous Hori PS Vita case where it has these buttons right here that you don't have to really use a touchpad in the back, so you can use this as like the extra, the R3 or whatever button. So it's good for some of the other games like the shooters and stuff like that. Man, these things are going for like 160 bucks, man. It's crazy for a piece of plastic, man. That's supposed to be one of the best cases out there. Is it called cases or grips? Grips. Yeah. And then I had this one's a Nyko one. There's actually a battery in there, so you could charge your Vita at the same time while playing. So it has like a little charging thing. That's cool. I just kept it just because. It's called the Power Grip by Nyko. Then there's just a generic case that came with one of the Vitas. So I just had it just for the hell of it. But those are the grips. Now here we have my collector's edition items. So I started collecting a lot of these first before I even bought any of the other games. So some of them are sealed, man. Well, a good amount of them are sealed. So let's go through them. First one that comes up would be Conception 2. This one actually comes with the soundtrack CD, so it's kind of like a collector's item. This game came out for a couple of the consoles now. So I never even got a chance to play none of these games because a lot of them just came out for the Switch. So Atlas games, I had to buy them all up. So cool anime game, RPG. Bam, Conception 2. I think I got this one from, I like to say I got this from Fry's, and it was on sale for like 20 bucks or something like that. So pretty good deal for a collector's item. Next up, we have Nicole. So I didn't know, last year around this time, they were like, oh, this is going to be the last game that the Vita's ever going to come out with. They'd be lying. At least last game of the year. So I was like, screw it, let me get it. So I just got it. It was from East Asia Soft. And here it is. It's supposed to be like a psychological horror slash visual novel game. Got the collector's edition item. So bam. And oh yeah, and the reason why I got it, because they said it was only going to be like, for the Vita version at least, was only going to be like 2,000 of them or something like that. So I just bought it because it was limited, man. Look, I think this one's 830 right here. We got that. Now, here's a game I got from Fry's. As you can see, RIP to Fry's, man. Damn. I think I actually paid the full price for this game, but I was like, screw it. I was getting a lot of good money at the time, making good money. So I was just buying games, man. And that came from a hiatus of a time when I was like buying video games and then I stopped. So I started buying again. So I started buying the Vita games. All right. So this one is Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. Now there's two of these games. There's just a Ragnarok's Odyssey, and then this one's an Ace. So one thing is I'm never sure if these are the same games or is it actually a different game. So I know this one I actually bought from the Exceed website, and then this one I got from Fry's. So, cool. Got Corpse Party right here. I always wanted this because I really like the art to this. If y'all see me on the pickup video last year, you'll see that I had a lot of Vita games on one of those videos, and this was one of them. So I got this used, but it feels like it's brand new, man. Really nice, good stuff right here. Another one of these horror type of, I don't think that's actually it's a horror game, so it's cool. Or you could say horror visual novel. But I always wanted it, man. Corpse Party Blood Drive. I don't want to open it up, but if y'all watch that video, you can see me open it up, man. I'll put it on a link in the description. So, Corpse Party, I got it for $25, man. You can't beat that. So, I was just bidding all over the place on eBay, so I got it for hella cheap. Next one, Senran Kagura. Now, I'm not sure if I got this. Yeah, I got this from the Exceed website as well. So Senran Kagura is a fan service type of game. They came out with so many of these. This one's still sealed. So I was just buying a lot of stuff from the Exceed website at the time. So it comes with like a CD and an art book and all that. Yeah. So it's kind of like a ninja game. Even though you don't see ninjas dressed like that, but it's a ninja game. And then here's another game right here. Fate Extella. I had so many copies of this game, man. Like I would just pick them up in lots. I think one of them came from my homeboy Jaquise, if y'all watching, you know, because he's the one that actually kick-started my whole Vita collection. So yeah, I got the game up in there. This one's like brand new because I got it from another dude and he had a new one, so I just sold the other one. So yeah, Fate Extella, the Umbral Star. If you guys are into the Fate Stay Night series, anime series, and you guys get into a game like this. Yep. Next up, we got Demon Gaze. So you don't really see this game a lot. This one came from the NIS America site. Like I told you before, I really like the NIS America series games, so I buy a lot of games from them. So that's the Demon Gaze. But this one just comes with a soundtrack and the game, so it's pretty simple. And I think the little art book in there on the side. But yeah, it's cool to have. At that time, NIS Software was like making a lot of limited editions where they would just make their own boxes. So it doesn't even tell you that it's a Vita game unless you really look. So I kind of annoyed me when they did that because, you know, I like my games more uniform where it has the Vita on there. A lot of their games, they would come like this. So I bought a few of them, but later on I stopped buying them because I didn't like these type of boxes, man. So next up, we got this Gaia 4. Same thing, my same complaint. So I don't like these type of boxes, man. I like it to actually display what it is so it looks better on the shelf. I mean, it's cool for the art and all, but like I said, y'all know what I like. So this Gaia 4, there's plenty of these games out there. This is another like one of the premium editions from NIS America Software. So you could buy a lot of limited edition items that they only have over there that you can't get anywhere else. So yeah. And then we got this one, which is probably one of the rarest. Even just the games loose cost hella money. But this is the Hyper Dimension Neptunia Rebirth 2, Sisters Generation. This series always goes for like good money online. But I had to get this because this was a Idea Factory game, so they don't make too much of these. So anything from Idea Factory is generally rare. Now, I don't know anything about this series, but I mean, hey, I'm just happy to have it. Like I was splurging at the time. And here is Danganronpa Goodbye Despair. So this is another one of the collector's editions that NIS Software came out with. Yep. Like I said, they just keep doing these type of boxes, man. But that's how they do it. And now they got the whole collection coming out for the Switch. And I'm like, damn, should I even get that? So I don't know. So that would be it for my collector's edition items on the Vita. Next up, we've got my stack of Vita games. Don't got too much, but I bought them all and a lot of them came from eBay. So we're going to get right to it. First game. This is a game that I bought off of a guy. I know you're watching. He watches my channel, but he told me he works for his friend or him. He works for Sony or something like that. So he ended up getting a lot of like sealed Vita games, man. And so he sold a bunch of them before, and then later, like I asked him, he had some more stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, these are the last stuff I got." So I ended up buying these off him. These are limited run games right here. Only thing is, like, you know, when you get it free from Sony, they punch a hole in the back. I hate that shit, man. But I guess it's better than before. Before they actually took like a drill and they drilled right into the box, which was like, what the fuck? You know, I don't know if y'all remember that back then, but that's what they did. So this is a Darius Burst GS. If y'all ever played airplane shooters, this is an airplane shooter game. So Darius, that's the first one. A lot of the sealed ones actually came from the same guy. So this one came from him too. This is La Mulana. This is the first one. So same thing, got the puncture hole right here. I don't know much about this La Mulana game, but a lot of these limited run games are, as I quote, 8-bit looking ass games. So I'm not a big fan of limited run like that because they keep producing these garbage ass games for a premium. Anyways, next up we got Soldier Final Prototype X2. This is an East Asia soft game. Limited run. Puncture hole. Another bullet hell airplane shooter type of game. So, sealed. All these sealed ones came from the same dude, so I'm gonna keep going at it. This one's called Steam World Heist. This kind of looks like I guess it's supposed to be like a steampunk type of game. So another 2D platform game. Puncture Hole. Says got like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, so it's supposed to be good. But I don't know, if like these games I would never even think to pick up if I were in the store, because they don't really call out to me. Now we got Tokiden 2. Like I said, if it's sealed, it came from the guy. So Puncture Hole again. Koei Tecmo game right here. It's not part of the Dynasty series, but this is an interesting game though. Koei Tecmo. I do want to pop this in because they made a couple of these series, and I do like how the art's looking in the back right here. So whenever I get the time to play the Vita, man, I'm definitely have to play it because that's good stuff. It's just that so many ports came over to the Switch, and it's like, damn, dude. You know, what's the point, right? So we got Sky First Anniversary, Puncture Hole game as well. So if it has a puncture hole, you know where it came from. This one, limited run. It's also, it looks like another airplane shooter game. So I'm cool with that. I love airplane shooter games. Next one we got is Bard's Gold. I don't think this one's from the same guy though. I think I had bought this game for like $10 on bid. So I was like, I started like just buying Vita games just because I was on a roll. I don't know, that's what the Vita does to you. And me and a lot of people that I know, once you get your hands on a Vita, you can't stop, man. You just keep on going. So I just was buying the shit out of games. This is a pixel game though, for $10. You can't beat it. So I just bought it. Because anything like the Vita has, it's like ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. So here is Windjammers. I've seen this game on other consoles as well. I think another limited run game. Now, this is another one of these 8-bit games, and it's like a volleyball game or something, or a mini game madness type of game. So, Puncture Hole, same dude. Windjammers. On the front, it looks like it's a volleyball game, but I guess not. Another one, Sarah Lim 2. Puncture Hole, same dude. Super 8-bit game right here. Look at that. So, I don't know anything about this game. I never even heard of the first one, so where the hell did that one go, right? So, next one up is Strangers of Sword City. This one is an NIS America game. It's supposed to be a dungeon crawler. So I hear it's pretty fun. These games, a lot of them don't have manuals in there, which sucks, you know. They already discontinued. But this is a reverse cover. I think the back cover is kind of wrinkly, though. But, I don't know. If you like more of a fan service, then you put it to this cover because it's more anime-like. Whereas this one's more like, I don't know. What do you call it? More realistic anime. It's supposed to be a good game. I think I got it for like under $10. Killzone Mercenary. So this particular game right here is the Chinese English version. I don't really trip off of these when they come out with these versions, because they all play the same. They're all universal, so it doesn't matter. And it's supposed to be a pretty good Killzone game at the same time. So I do want to pop these in when I get the chance, but just, man, it's hard to look at a small screen now that you spoil. Little Big Planet, PS Vita. I think this came in a lot. Don't quote me on that, but I guess it came with a little code and all that. So y'all know, if y'all like Little Big Planet, they made it for the Vita. Soul Sacrifice. I know this came in a lot with when my boy sold his whole PSP and PS Vita collection because he needed some dough. So I actually bought this off of him. So I gave him a good offer. And if y'all look back in like maybe last July or August, I made a video on picking up all those games. Anyways, this one has a reversible cover too. I love it when they do that, man. So good stuff. Soul Sacrifice. I don't exactly know what this game is though, but it looks tight. Save or Sacrifice. Kind of reminds me of Dante's Inferno. Then we got Sonic All-Stars Transformed. everything is just like, man, because I picked these all up at around the same time last year, I don't really know like where I got that game. But here is a game called Factotum. Now, I actually bought this game probably for like 15 bucks on a bid. And it looks kind of interesting. It looks like a puzzle game. So, Factotum. Now it says, I don't know why it's called Factotum. It says 90 in the front. Like, what the fuck? Factotum 90? I don't know. This is a limited run game as well. Asphalt Injection. I swear I got this for like $5 or something. It was like hella cheap. Or it came with a lot. PS Vita lot. So I got it. I got it from a kid, actually. I remember now. It's a racing game. Supposed to be pretty decent. They got these games on the Switch as well. Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. Got this right here. I welcome the Assassin's Creed games. I like them. They're pretty fun. Here's Freedom Wars. So, as I said before, this almost looks like a Persona game because of the art style, but I'm not exactly sure what this game entails. Because in the front, it looks hella weird. It's like too much shit going on. So, I would never even have picked this up because it looks kind of generic in the front. But if this was in the front, I would be like, okay, then I would check it out. So it says combat with 8 players, 4 versus 4. It looks like a fighter game. Unit 13. This is probably one of the cheapest games on the Vita. And it's probably going to stay that way because there's so many copies out there. There's a 2D co-op, or I mean a 2-player co-op shooter. Almost like a Gears of War wannabe. But yeah. Got that. Undertale. This puncture game. Got it from the same dude. 8-bit looking ass game. Nobody has to die. Friendly RPG where nobody has to die. So yeah. So my complaint about a lot of these Vita or like titles about the LRG and all that shit, I feel like there's some indie ass games, but you know, they want to put it out there and charge your ass like good ass price for it. I ain't feeling that. I think all the indie games should be like $15 a piece, man. You know, you can't be charging like the same price as a fucking game that somebody, you know, spent like real money to work on. Anyways, Muramasa. I do have this on the Wii, but this is the Rebirth version. So the Muramasa art is actually hella cool, man. It's pretty interesting. It's like watercolor type of arts. And the whole game is like that. Kind of like Odin Sphere. So this game's pretty cool. Side scroller. Then we got Army Corps of Hell. This came with a lot actually, with the sealed games. So it's a Square Enix game. This is another game that's like super cheap as well. You could probably get this for 10 bucks on eBay. I don't really know about this game like that, but see a bunch of goblins on there. Customize your army. Blah blah blah. Hell is your background. And I'm getting so many copies of this game, so I ended up like getting like the Asian version, and then now I got the US one. So I just sold the Asian one, kept the US one just for aesthetic wise. But Uncharted, I do want to play this Uncharted game because it takes advantage of like the, you know, the controllers and all that stuff, or the Vita's like special freaking touch sensitive thing in the back. So yeah, Nathan Drake game. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all watched that Nathan Drake freaking video, man. They got fucking Spider-Man kid playing as Nathan Drake. Like, come the fuck on. Does Spider-Man look like this? No. Fucking dumbass casting decisions, man. I'm so fucking sick of it. Anyways, Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2. This came in a lot I bought from my boy. So it's a rhythm type of game. This character is like really freaking popular in Japan. They even made her into like some karaoke voice or something like that software you could buy from in Japan. Anyway, so this is it, Hatsune Miku, and then they have her like other characters as well. I don't know their names because I never played these games, but I do like picking them up. Now we got Injustice Gods Among Us. I got this game for every console, man. So you know, y'all already know, like Mortal Kombat. Code's probably user rated, but if y'all want to use it, go for it. Then we got God Wars Future Past. I got this for like 10 bucks. I love me NIS American games. So this came with this case, pretty cool. And I won off of a bid from this dude that was just clearing out his collection on eBay. Crazy. I basically won all his bids because for some reason, I don't know. He had them expired in the morning, so everyone's still sleeping and shit. Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. I got like a ton of copies of these games, but it's a Call of Duty game. It's pretty cool that they fit this up into the Vita. Black Ops. Next up, we got another Hatsune Miku. I think this one's the more rare version. But, you know, you can see it's like a rhythm game. Parappa the Rappa type of stuff. But with cute anime characters. Got that. Next game, Smart Ass. Smart Ass. So, you know, it's like the Vita's version of a Brain Age type of game. Not going to really dwell into it. Then we got Tokiden. I think I showed you the other one earlier. So I got this in a lot from my boy as well. So it's the first one. So I ended up buying the second one because, you know, you need the whole set, right? So yeah, this one comes with a little guide. So that's cool. Like, I feel like, you know, if you're going to have this slot right here, have something. Piece of paper is fine. I just want to have something in my shit, you know? And we got Tokien Kiwami, which is supposed to be like Tokien Zero, I guess. I do like the character designs on these games. They kind of remind me of like a Monster Hunter game. So, if I remember correctly, it kind of plays like Monster Hunter. I think I paid up for this one at the time. This is like the Asian version though. But I really wanted the Trails of Cold Steel. I do like the Legend of Heroes series. So I bought this one, man. Bought this one for Vita on a bid for like $30. So more than what I wanted to pay for, but now given how expensive those games are, I bought it. Shinobi 2 is supposed to be like a Tenchu type of game. The closest thing to a Tenchu game actually, because it's made by the same company. So I really want to play this eventually. This kind of looks like Ayame from actually the Tenchu series, so it's pretty funny. I think I won this on a bid right here, World of Final Fantasy, for like $5. This game's like hella cheap. It's like chibi mini versions of Final Fantasy characters in a light Final Fantasy game where it's like not too serious or anything like that. That's cool. We got Mod Nation Racers Road Trip. It's one of those games where you just mod your car and play like Mario Kart stuff. But here it's pretty fun. They have this for the PS4 now as well. And then we got this game right here, May Labyrinth of Death. Got this in a lot as well. Look, half price books. This looks pretty cool. I like anything that's anime style. Customized robots, parts, and skills. Kind of reminds me of the Xenogears. I wonder if it plays like it or not. There's an RPG game. Looks like it's turn-based. Little Deviants. Now I don't know much about this game, but it's a simple game. Yeah, it's like a kiddie game. Yeah, this is it right here, man. This game has shot up to crazy astronomical values, man. It's like $120 now. Silent Hill Book of Memories. I always wanted this game. I had to wait till Mercari gave me like $20 off or something like that. And then I used it towards this game, which was $50 on Mercari. So I paid $30 for it. That was a steal, man. So this plays different from the regular Silent Hill games. This game is actually more like a top-down rail shooter. So cool stuff, man. And then Street Fighter versus Tekken, man. Whew, I just watched a video that was hella funny. Maybe I'll post it up. But yeah, this was a pretty cool crossover, man, because they actually made like Tekken versus Street Fighter as well. I mean, I love both series, man. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. This one plays more like Tekken, I think, right? Or no, I think this one plays more like Street Fighter. But it's just interesting how they made this, man. Like I like it when they do the cross games, man, because they don't do that a lot now. Then we got Tokyo Twilight Ghost Hunters. I think I got this for like probably $15, something like that, on eBay. I don't believe it, man. Last year somebody was just, the same dude was just putting games up for bid, and I was just winning them, man. Like nobody was bidding for them. This kind of reminds me of a Fatal Frame type of game. I'm not sure if it's how it is, but see, gorgeous animation, looks 3D, but it's really 2D. So I love good animation games. So it's kind of like a horror game. Ghost Hunters. All right, next up, we got Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. If y'all know, Sword Art is another anime, and it's a game at the same time. Very popular series, actually, made by Namco. So this is actually the, I don't know if it's like it's the overseas version. So whenever you don't see the rated whatever, then it's not a US one, but I'm cool, like I say. I got another one though. This one's actually rated teen, but this is actually I think it's the first one. Another Sword Art game. So I got two of them, man. I think there's one more. One of them's more rare than the other. Now, I don't know if this is, because this version don't even have like nothing on the back to look at. That kind of sucks. But yeah, Sword Art's another cool type of RPG. And then we got EDF. I had 2 copies of this, and I gave my homie Hyphy Gold a copy. So if y'all know, EDF it's a fun ass game, man. If y'all ever played this on Xbox 360, it's like a mindless shoot 'em up. Now this wasn't my copy, but somebody went over here and bought this for $29.99, and it's got a cover on the back as well. Let me start taking these out, just show y'all. Bam. So we got 2 covers. I just kept it at this one because I think this one looks a little better. But yeah, it's like basically, what's that movie? Starship Troopers. If you ever watched that movie, it's basically like the game of Starship Troopers if that movie was made into a game. So yeah, I got that. Good game, man. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors next. I believe I got this for like $7.99 on eBay on a bid. And y'all know me, I love Dynasty Warriors, man. So anytime I see a Dynasty Warrior, I pick it up. There it is. Vita. Natural Doctrine. I actually have this for PS3, but that one's sealed, so I figured I gotta get a copy of this so I can actually play. Eventually I'll get to it. I got it for a decent price too. Now this one isn't the US one. This one is like the Chinese copy, I believe. Chinese English copy. So you'll see a lot of these with like the Chinese English copy. They're a lot cheaper than the actual US one. And like I said, for Vita, man, because it's so scarce, I make the exception, man. I buy these. I don't care. See, got another one right here. See that? Akiba Star. It's starting to get up there in value. Even the one on PS4, that one's starting to climb as well. Akiba Strip. So yeah, it's a stripping game. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. It's kind of like it's like a fighter. I think it has, what is it? Hordes of, yeah, I thought it was a zombie game, but it says vampires. But it's a cool game, man. Next up, Aegis of Earth. Got this in the bundle that I got from my homie. I never played this one. It's an Axis game. Usually Axis makes a lot of fighting games, so I don't exactly know what this is. Looks like an RTS game though. And I love me some real-time strategy. So one of these days, man, I'm gonna have to bust out one of these things. Phantasy Star Online 2 is the next one. This one's a Japanese copy. Sometimes I would just pick up Japanese ones just because, you know, it came with a lot and stuff like that. So I'll take it. I don't care. Anything Vita is cool with me, man. Shoot. Here's another one, Japanese copy. I think I paid like $10 from a local out here. And, you know, I was like, let me get it. I think, let's see. I forgot what this game is. Like, there's a US version, but I don't remember what game it is until I see it. Anyway, Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. I actually got this one from GameStop. I think they had it for like, what, $9.99 or something like that? Or $14.99. Then I bought the case for like under $10 on eBay. So it's perfect. I completed it. So I got a lot of other ones I need to complete. Now, the homie Pick Flip. He hooked me up with a copy of Sly Cooper, man. Good dude. Hooked me up because he said I wanted a copy of this. So, I said I wanted a copy, so he hooked me up one, man. Hella cool. Good looking out, brother. Now, we got the Oregon Trail. So this was also one of those puncture games. Got it in that lot. I don't know nothing about this game. Oregon Trail. I remember Oregon Trail. Remember that game? That game was on the PC back in the days. So, as I said before, I wonder if this is the same type of game. Then we got the Risk of Rain. Now, I do have Risk of Rain 2 on the Xbox, so I got this puncture game as well. So, I don't know, like second one looks a lot better than the first, but I guess there wouldn't be a second if there wasn't a first, so it had to be pretty decent for them to make a second game, right? But it is some 8-bit ass game, man. And in Resistance, this is actually one of the few games I've actually played on the Vita. I like this game. This was actually really good. I got this in a bundle with a Vita I bought from somebody for like $80. And it came with like 3 games. I think it was Resistance and Assassin's Creed and some other game. PlayStation All-Stars, or I think this was the other game. So this is like a battle royale game with PS characters up in there. So you see like Killzone, Parappa the Rapper. Tekken ain't PS no more, but they put them in there anyways. Got Emo Devil May Cry. Like, come on, just put the Dante one in there, dude. So this is cool. Like I said, this is like a Super Smash type of game, which they are coming out with another type of Super Smash game soon. I think about Ninja Gaiden Sigma Z or Sigma 2. So this is unfortunately the port of the weak ass version on PS3. I don't know if there's any new features, but I got this just because I wanted it because this was climbing up in price like crazy. But I got the Italian version, but it's still in English, so screw it. Oh yeah, it sucks. I don't got too much of the rated ones, but I'm cool with that. And then Angry Birds, another game I got in a lot. So I give a lot of the even the shitty games a pat, like the exemption for my Vita games, man, because you know Vita is so hard to come by that the only game that you could really find that's common is like the Lego games. Other than that, like everything is hella rare for Vita. You never see it. Anyways, lastly, I pretty much have these random loose copies. So some of them are doubles, but whatever. They're just sitting around here. Sometimes I keep them around just to like bundle with my Vitas when I get them, just to sell it easier. So yeah, I got these. I picked this up from a guy, a really cool guy that sold me some Wii U stuff back then. And then he hooked me up with these games. I think it was all for like, I paid him like $75 or something like that. Good ass deal for all these games. Just like 2 or 3 of these games to pay for itself. Got like 3 Call of Duties. That's crazy. 4 if you count the one in box. But they're just sitting here. And then later I got the Sly Cooper, even though like Hero hooked me up with one. But I got these loose. Just looking for the case for some of these, but I'm just gonna keep them around, you know, whatever. Yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed this video of my Vita collection. And if y'all enjoy these type of videos, make sure you leave a like. And if you're new, subscribe and leave a comment. See what else you want to see in my collection. This is your boy, Gat Cognac, signing out. We will see you on the next video. Yeah.